Lamar Jackson dazzles with 5 touchdown passes as Ravens take down injured-riddled Bucs. Baltimore has ripped off a 5-game win streak after starting the year 0-2. While the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost 2 key pieces of their offense on Monday night, Lamar Jackson was absolutely cooking on offense to lead the Baltimore Ravens to a 41-31 victory. The Ravens are now 5-2 on the year, while the Bucs fell to 4-3. This was the definition of a primetime matchup as Jackson and Baker Mayfield, 2 quarterbacks that are MVP candidates at the moment, went head-to-head in the Sunshine State. These quarterbacks combined for 8 total touchdown passes. It was Jackson providing 5 of them in an incredible performance to bolster his own MVP resume. Jackson was 17 of 22 through the air for 281 yards, finding his tight end Mark Andrews twice for a touchdown, while Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, and Rashad Bateman each caught their own score from their dynamic quarterback as well. Meanwhile, the Bucs' key pieces that were lost in this game were Mayfield's top 2 targets, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, the latter of which could be done for the rest of the season after head coach Todd Bowles revealed early indications that he suffered a dislocated ankle with 43 seconds left in the game. The ESPN broadcast wouldn't even show Godwin's injury, though the initial view saw his ankle in the wrong direction after Roquan Smith rolled up on it while making a tackle. He was quickly placed in an air cast and carted off the field. Evans, who was already dealing with a hamstring injury entering Monday night, hauled in his only catch for a touchdown on a 25-yard strike to open the scoring in this game on the Bucs' first drive. But 2 drives later, he couldn't haul in another deep touchdown pass from Mayfield, and he immediately clutched his right leg after being called by Brandon Stevens, who was also injured on the play. Evans was quickly ruled out for the remainder of the game. For the Ravens, Zay Flowers got banged up on the Ravens' opening drive after an 11-yard catch, where replay showed he had his ankle rolled up on. He would only get 1 target from Jackson on the night, but no. 8 was spreading the ball around to his receivers as he dissected Tampa Bay's defense to the pleasure of all Ravens fans. Bateman needed just 4 catches to rack up a game-high 121 yards with his touchdown that went for 49 yards in the 3rd quarter. He hauled in a 59-yard bomb down the field from Jackson in the first half, too, after the quarterback scrambled out of a broken pocket and directed him mid-play to get him open. It also appears Andrews, Jackson's trusty tight end from years past, is getting more involved by the week, as he had another solid game with his 2 scores and 41 yards on 4 catches. And, of course, the NFL's best rushing offense saw Henry have another elite game with 169 yards on the ground on just 15 carries, including an 81-yard sprint down the field before he was stopped. Mayfield did his best to get back into this game, though, as Jackson and the Ravens' offense racked up a 34-10 lead near the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bucs scored 21 fourth-quarter points, as Rachaad White hauled in 2 touchdown passes from Mayfield, while his running back counterpart, Bucky Irving, also got in from 1 yard out. It was all for naught in the end, and the loss of Godwin, who owns the 2nd most receiving yards in the NFL this season after adding 65 yards to his 2024 total, and Evans piled onto the defeat at home for a top team in the NFC. Meanwhile, the Ravens now own a 5-game win streak after starting the year 0-2.